What's up, Phil State fam? Thanks for joining us. It's your boy Brian and Ken here.
What's happening?
We are here just to make a few announcements, chop it up with you. We're going to give it just a few to let some people join before we get started. How you feeling, Ken?
No, I'm feeling good. How you living?
Good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Feeling great, ready for this video. Excited for all the new stuff we got going on.
Got a lot of stuff going on.
All right, so let me tell you all about our new hours first. We've extended our hours 1 hour earlier and 1 hour later. So we are now open 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday and 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Sunday. So come holler at your boys.
Yes, we will be in the house, and we heard your request, so we made the move for you all. So come on by and see us.
Yeah, and then I want to pass it off to Ken, talk about our next celebration.
Yeah, so we have a bunch of upcoming events with Phil State. We have our Juneteenth celebration coming up on the 18th of June. And also we have our 1 year anniversary block party on July 23rd. So make sure you come on out. Of course, we'll have some deals going on. We'll have games, food, raffles, plenty of things going on. So make sure you're in the house for that.
Sounds lit.
Also, first Friday, June 3rd, we will be in the house representing Phil State at Kenn Jams at Grinders. June 3rd is the date between 6 and 8 p.m. If you do have a med card or an agent card and you are in the house, you get 10% off of your order from Grinders. So make sure you come out, support, and come have some fun with Phil State.
Yep, that'll be fun.
Yes, sir.
And then next, I want to talk to you guys. A lot of you guys know we've been donating 20% of our tips to Blue Valley Industries, and that partnership we are going to be ending at the end of May, sending over our tips and wishing them luck getting those individuals with disabilities employment. And we'll be starting our Harvester canned food drive the following day, June 1st, where you can drop off your canned food items here in our lobby in a big blue barrel, and we'll be running that for a while. And I wanted to say, if you're here joining us now, go on and comment, let us know, ask a question. We'll throw 200 loyalty points in your account. So we're here just to talk about a few things, some of our favorite cultivators, products, and stuff like that.
It's a lot.
We have a whole cabinet full of cultivators. Who are some of your favorite cultivators, Ken?
You know I'm very picky, so right now, I'm not gonna lie, I've been kind of rocking with my boys at Vertical. They've been holding it down, keeping it fresh and funky with new flavors.
Love them.
Also, hey, can't miss everything that they've been throwing. The cat soup bubble is probably, I ain't gonna lie, it's probably one of my favorites. And yeah, and Mo Dank, man, whenever you get your hands on that Banana OG or that GMO from them.
Heavy hitters.
Yes, for sure. So those probably my favorite ones right now. What about you, Brody?
Ooh, so I'm really digging some of these new guys. I definitely love Vertical, like you said. The same list as you, but these Sense guys are pulling it out right now too. These Sense guys are doing their thing. I really like them. So tell me a little bit about what kind of strains you like.
I don't know. I guess I'm a little bit everywhere because, you know, I feel like it's always a right time and a place for a certain strain. So, you know, if it's early in the morning for me, I love a nice sativa or a nice sativa hybrid that's gonna keep me up, motivated and going. If I'm just getting off work, I want to kick back and, you know, kind of unwind and relax. I like something heavy and sedated, you know, something that's gonna knock my socks off. So, you know, it just depends on the time of the day. What about you, bro?
Ooh, I'm a pretty heavy smoker.
I know, yeah. You heavy gas.
So I usually typically start my day with a couple dabs.
Okay.
I love me some good, strong sativa dabs.
Straight to the brain.
This Trop Cookies we got right now from Lush Labs is some of my favorite stuff that we've ever had. It's amazing.
Everything they do is
Lush is on point. It's solventless. It just doesn't get better. Some of my favorite strains though, definitely like some OG ones like Green Crack. I love anything Mandarin, anything orangey, lemony.
That Citradelic Sunset.
Citradelic Sunset, one of my go-tos for price, for effects, for just any time of the day to get through. And then at night, I like to go a little bit into your bag with some of that Katsu.
Oh, that's that gas.
This Cushman is super heavy right now.
And the pre-98 they did too.
The pre-98 was at a killer price point,
Night.
hit hard, put me to sleep, and the blueberry was it the...
Now, you know, I had to grab the last 2 bags of the blueberry. It's some gas, it was some pressure.
Yeah,
So that
2
was
bags.
For sure, 2 bag shotty. I had to. I had to.
All right, so what are your favorite ways to consume, Ken?
You know me, I'm a classic guy, bro. I get straight to the punch with a nice little joint. I don't do no tobacco. I just like it nice and clean with a rice paper or a hemp paper. And I just roll me a nice fat baseball bat. That's just how I do my thing.
That's good. That's how I like it too.
I know you a dabber though.
I'm a dabber, so there's nothing better to me than my old school rig.
Okay.
Like I don't care much for the lighter, so I got tons of tools. I got the iSpire wand. You can put it on there, heat up your rig. All these different things where I don't need a torch, but if I could just get a small rig, some lush, I'm happy.
Good.
That's all I need.
So you can move around with, but
Yes.
still, be able to dab.
The new cookies or the new G-Pin Connect is a real good device. It is attachable to any mini 14mm rig. So that's a good way to take
That's
that.
something I might have to check out. I don't really
Yeah.
get into dabs like that, but I'm
That's
getting
great.
interested.
Mhm. So what do you typically do to get ready for one of your sessions?
I mean, it don't take much for me. As long as I got my product, my nice, strands picked out, my papers, and some nice tunes to go with it. Honestly, that's really it for me.
Yeah,
The
tunes.
tunes set the mood.
You
You know.
do.
Yeah.
See, and for me, with doing the dabs, I like to try to think ahead and
You gotta plan
always
it out.
get a drink ready. Have
And
a
yes,
drink
water
ready.
is key. Make sure you quench your thirst. Don't be out here trying to,
No, we don't need
go
that
too crazy.
cotton
Cotton
mouth,
mouth. Yes,
no.
we gotta prevent that.
It's
So
real.
keep you some water around for sure.
Yeah, so what's your favorite go-to snack after you're done consuming?
Okay, I got a crazy sweet tooth, so like anything sour gummy worms,
Ooh,
sour.
no.
You feel? I'm going crazy. I'm doing the sour gummy bears, the peach rings, all that.
See,
Sour Patch Kids.
I'm more meat and potatoes. I'll
Okay,
take some
you gonna go
beef
crazy.
jerky.
Yeah.
I'll take some pistachios, some honey roasted peanuts, something along those lines.
But
I
let's
don't
not
have
get
much
it
of-
confused.
For ice
though.
cream.
You still gotta go clean too. So sometimes I do fruit, so I ain't
Oh
going
yeah,
the
I
other
do
way.
see
Fruit,
lots of
keep
fruit
you,
coming
you know what I'm
out.
saying? Fruit or a
Uh-huh.
smoothie or something to switch it up. But
Yeah.
keep it smooth.
All right. Well, what do you like to store your flour in, typically, to keep it fresh?
I ain't gonna lie. My go-to is the field state jar, just cause it's fly and it do the job. It's not a too big of a jar, so that's been like my new little thing.
It
But
is.
any jar really, just because over time it just cures that bud. It's not gonna dry out quick or anything like that. So a nice little mason jar. If it's not something quick like this.
Cool. So, is there any way that you can bring your cannabis, let's say, back from over drying if you were to leave it out?
It's a ton of ways, outside of getting like those moisture packs, you can do some natural ways. Like one remedy I like to use is just using like lemon peels or orange peels. If you take a little bit, it don't take a lot. You can put it a little bit in a jar with it, give it a couple days, it's gonna shake right back. Also, 2 other remedies that we use, a tortilla, believe it or not. You can use a tortilla, it'll bring some moisture back in there. Also, a piece of lettuce. If you put a piece of lettuce in there, the moisture from the lettuce will go into the bud, and it'll absorb it, and you can take it out a couple days. So it's a bunch of different ways to kind of.
Those are good tips.
Yeah. Because you got to get creative in the house. Sometimes you got to work with what you got.
Sometimes you forget to put that jar
You
back
feel
on.
me? So put that lid on. So you just gotta make it shake.
All right. Well, I noticed you brought some of your favorite products there. You want to go through a few of them?
Definitely. Okay. I usually start off with the flour. I'm not gonna go there though. One that I've just kind of fell in love with lately would have to be the Sweet Song honey. for some reason, this one just stuck out to me because, again, it's different from flour, but this is how I start my days off. You know, not too heavy, a nice little teaspoon or tablespoon, depending on the day. With my tea in the morning, gets me going nice and smooth. Also, the body cream. I'm still athletic in my off time, so whenever I'm in the gym or I'm playing basketball and I got a little kink or something, I rub that on there. And it works wonder. And it's a 1-in-1 spectrum, so you get that CBD and that THC. So it's a nice combo. Those two things for me. And I'm a flower guy, so like we say, the Katsu, but also the Slippery Susan from Haya, or if I'm on the go quickly, a pre-roll from Safe Bet of the Slippery. Like we say, that blueberry muffin from Sense, that was some gas.
Gas.
We can't be mad at that. And the Kush Mints, they're doing anything with that too. Everything vertical, but especially that triangle mints lately, and the apple fritter. Those just heavy, heavy sedation. Just hit the chest.
Vertical's doing it.
Yeah, they doing their thing. So, what about you though? I know you into concentrates.
Yeah.
Tell me, what's like? I guess we know you like the Lush Lab, the live
Love it.
rising. That's like your go-to. But what other concentrates do you enjoy? Shatter more than sugar, or?
That's exactly how I like it. I like shatter more than the sugars. I like how I can manipulate shatter. I tend to be a lot of places all the time. So with the shatter, I don't need a dab tool. I can just grab it, take a little cheap piece, put it in something, vape it, good to go. Consistency, if I'm sitting at home and I got my rig, I would take a sugar because sugars typically taste better. They have a little more flavor profile to them. They're a little messier consistency. I would like a batter over a sugar. Batters are great. I like to keep them cold. I like to keep all my concentrates cold.
Don't forget to leave them out because they will
Yes.
get runny on you.
Right now I'm smoking on some Do-Si-Do by Head Change. It's super good. And but to start my day, it's not much different than yours. I start mine, I am not athletic at the time like this boy.
But it's okay though, it's okay.
But this stuff still works for me. This is
Yes,
a
sir.
bomb. I was in a car wreck and I have a broken hip and some nerve damage in my leg. When my leg is acting up, you guys might see me leaning to one side. I'll put some of this on my nerve endings in my foot and at the top of my hip, sometimes in my neck if my neck's bothering me. Totally tells my nerves to calm down. Great product, under $30. Big jar, CBD, THC, and will last you a long time. So I like to start my day with this just so I can get out of bed some days. And then I'll take some flour or some concentrate.
But what's your, so I know you did, you like the Sense.
I
but
do
what-
like the Sense, but if this is morning time, I'm probably gonna switch it up with a little bit of Citradelic Sunset from Terrapin, some Mandarin Cookies by Haya, maybe it's a hybrid if it's my day off, something a little giggly like the Jurassic Kush or
That runs
the
ain't
Runs
bad,
was just super good.
That runs from Proper is nice too.
Mm,
That
the
7 gram
gram,
bag.
that
I don't
was
know
for
what it is
them.
about it. It's something special about it, but
Those
it's
7 grams are hard to come by. When they come back, they'll be gone
quick. Yeah, there's some gas though.
And then I just take a little edibles throughout the day until the evening. And if I work that day, I might be a little sore. So that's when I'll take a little edible. I'll take, 10 to 15 milligrams, not too much. Works from the inside out, great with pain. Depending on your tolerance, I like to stay somewhere with beginners around 5 milligrams, maybe even 2.5.
Okay.
These are Clover's new Christopher Elbow chocolates. They're amazing. They taste great. They're 20 milligrams in a package. So honestly, I eat the whole package. And it's just a good time. I really like them. It's great for pain. They take a little while to kick in, but since it's a chocolate, it works different than a gummy, how it binds to the food that you eat with it. So it will affect it a little differently than a gummy, and once you try a gummy and a chocolate, you'll see what I mean.
It's a huge difference.
But I did bring one of my favorite tools that
Good job, bro.
I got this Kenn Evo. This is what changed the game for me back in the day with concentrates.
Okay.
Concentrates was always something that was never on the go. This thing, you literally just take the cap off, you put your dab in, put the cap back on, hit the button, and you're dabbing.
Okay.
20, under $30, I believe. Super great product. Great for dabs, for the rosin, for any kind of shatter, sugar, batters.
Yeah.
Any kind of concentrate will work with
And
these.
see, I'm interested in that even now because, you know, as I've been getting more into the, you know, the dab world, I would need something like that because I am on the go a lot. I'm always moving and grooving. So just to, you know, be able to have some of that nice live rosin inside of that and get those terps, that nice taste, that worked wonderful for me. So I like that too. I'm gonna have to check him out for sure.
Awesome. So do we have any questions from
Yeah,
Facebook?
any questions? Feel free to ask.
Yeah, so a couple people were asking about Glaze, if you could give some input on them, and also Modank.
Yes.
I'll
Which
speak
one
on-
you want to start with? You wanna
I'll
start
talk
with
about
Let's
Glaze.
start with
Glaze is a great value brand. They came in the game and just changed
Changed.
the market.
Change the game.
I feel like Glaze really helped us drop everyone's prices. Glaze came in with those 8s, the 7s, then they dropped the half ounces on us and just.
And not only the price point, I think they're very cost effective, but at the same time, they offer a variety of strands. They cover everything from your sativas, hybrids to indicas. Also, I guess some of my favorite ones from Glaze will be that lemon cookie OG.
Nice.
I like that one for sure. Nice and tasty and pressure. Which one else did I like? The cookies and cream, very nice. That was one that was just nice and creamy and thick on the smoke, but it kind of snuck up on me how, you know, it made me feel, how euphoric it made me feel. Music was excellent off the cookies and cream. So, you know, Glaze is definitely doing their thing.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the Durban Poison.
Oh, yes.
And then the
And they
new
came in big
Tangy.
bags, too.
Yeah, the new Tangy Gold 24 is pretty good. I like that one too. And if I'm going at night, the Master Yoda is always where it's at. And
Yeah.
with the price point, you just can't beat them.
Can't go bad with that. And then, what was the other one they
The,
wanted?
the Modanks.
The Modank, yes. So Modank, when we first got them, they were one that I was very interested in. You know, one of the ones that wanted to kind of be on that higher scale of things. So I kind of ran through everything. I really, the Moon Pie for me was a nice one. Cause I'm a
Good
like,
hybrid.
yeah, and I'm a late night worker sometimes, so I was up late, you know, smoking that one, and it just was very, not sleepy, but it was just nice and relaxing, and just, you know, I was catching a vibe off of it. And again, like I said, the banana OG
That was
and
mine.
the GMO cookies from them, probably my top two for sure.
Yeah, I really like what Modank's doing with listing the terpene
Yes, a
profiles.
lot of people ask about that when they come in and see us. They want to know.
Yeah, they're listening. They're going above and beyond. They're passing the state regulation tests,
Yes.
and they're testing for the terpenes, your CBN, your CBG, and everything else that, you know, a lot of people don't even test for.
Because we're getting into the era where people are now understanding what they want to consume,
The
or what
market.
works for them.
People are getting educated.
Yeah, so we want to, you know, a lot of brands, you know, and I would recommend brands maybe that haven't really looked into that to do that. You know, we have people that are just really getting familiar and want to know exactly what they're consuming, and if they find something that sticks, you know, with them, they want to be able to keep obtaining that. So just, you know, what they're doing is excellent, and the other brands I definitely encourage to do the same.
Yes.
So speaking on educating the patients, could you kind of go over Feel State's guidebook that you have over there?
Sure. So this is the guidebook we like to give to all of our first-time patients to fill out. This just is a little cannabis information booklet that we made to connect with life, what matters most. So through this book, it just takes you through a whole wealth of knowledge into the cannabis plant. It has a glossary at the front,
Terminology.
talks about your ecocannabinoid system and how our body was built for this plant.
Yeah.
Our body reacts with this plant better than any pharmaceutical pill out there.
You know, we have natural CBD and THC receptors in our body, so.
So the phytocannabinoids that are very similar to the body's own endocannabinoids. There's so much in this book to teach you, and then we start off with how to get started. We always like to tell people to microdose. Low and slow is the key.
Yes.
To get the optimal benefit, the optimal dose is where you want to be. So I like to microdose throughout the day. I'm a heavy smoker, but I take a dab every few hours.
Right.
I stay at that optimal dose. I don't ride the wave.
Yeah,
I'm not
say
coming
I'm
up,
there and
coming
I'm
down.
staying
I'm there. I'm going to bed. I'm waking up. I'm there again.
For sure.
So it works out great, but we got different ways of consumption methods, different ways, inhalation, indigestion, hand pipes, joints, vaporizers, all different kinds of topicals. There's muscular delivery, and then it starts talking about the plant in general and understanding the chemovar and the chemotype of the plant. We start talking about the profiles of the plant and how it can be more dominant in THC, or it can be a balanced hybrid or a CBD dominant plant. So we start going into that, and then we start talking about the therapeutic properties of cannabinoids. So this is a great page here. This is one of my favorite pages in the book. When someone comes up to me and they want to know, oh, what can help me with my depression? I'll tell them right off the bat, CBG, CBD, THC. All three of those are going to be good. There's anti-inflammatory, anti-epileptic, psychotropic, all different kinds of little tidbits of therapeutic properties this plant can help with. And then on the next page, another one, second favorite page of the book, we start talking about terpenes. The terpenes and the chemotype of the plant are kind of what gives you the overall smell, taste, effect of the plant. It's not just a numbers game. You're not just always chasing the highest number or looking for the highest THC. If you really want to get the highest high, you're going to get something with a good percentage, with a lot of terpenes, and the terpenes you like that smell good to you. Something that doesn't smell good to me might smell great to you, and something that gets you super baked might not get me as baked as it did you. So this is just something to understand. Some people look for pinene, myrcene, limonene, caryophyllene. There's 6 major terpenes, and then there's tons of terpenes that we don't even know about. But there's, just imagine a primary color wheel that just keeps breaking off. And then going back to the book, at the very end of the book,
That's the most important part, I believe.
great part, the journal. So this journal is good to write down exactly what product you used,
What
when
you like.
you used it, how you used it,
How it made you feel.
what it did to you 5 minutes in, 15 minutes in, an hour in. And to really understand, write down what terpenes were in it, and to really figure out what is working for your body. So this is just something that we here at Field State want to get all of our patients educated and understanding more about the cannabis plant and culture. And that's the #1 reason I'm here. And same, I'm sure, is with you, Kenn.
Yeah, for sure. Do we have any more questions for you?
I think someone was asking about cultivation.
Okay.
How would you go about starting in cultivation at home, Kenn?
It just depends. There's a lot of different methods and ways you can go. Me, technically, I like to kind of keep things organic. I like to try to make it as natural as possible within my environment. I go with cocoa and soil mix. Sometimes I add, I do add natural nutrients on and top feed every 3 weeks or so. Depending on the plant, every plant eats a little bit different, so you gotta feed the queens how they need to be fed. So
Right.
for me, it's just one thing we do encourage here at Field State is just for home growers that may have any questions or need some advice to come up and ask us. We have a ton of info for you all. Don't mind helping you all get started or answering any questions for you all. So
Yeah.
that's one thing I love to do.
Home growth.
Yeah, growing all day long. That's really my passion. So
Yeah, feel free to come up, talk to Ken anytime about his home grow.
for sure.
It's top notch.
Yeah, but no, that's definitely and that's something I do. I just I built my own brand and go with it because I want the home growers to kind of get their respect too. There's a lot of good people out here doing their thing. And we don't really always get to see them on the shelves. So that's why I encourage it. If you are patient and people that's home growing, reach out to them, support them. Try their stuff out because there's a lot of good, blood flowing around. And a lot of people, what I'm seeing with the home growers, they're actually dialing into, like we said, strands that help them or, specifically that they can't maybe find in a store that they just love.
Right.
So what I hear a lot of guys is they come in and they want some of those classic strands that, they used to have back in the days and
Yeah.
you can't get that all the time. So.
It's good to come in, try different terpenes and chemotypes, and
To see what works.
To see what works, and then start your grow.
Right, and just get a feel. And in between your grow time when you wait on, you come, grab some things, try some things out. But I totally recommend it. It's a lot of work now. It's not easy. Don't think you could just, pop it in and go. It definitely you gotta have some passion behind it and some want to do it. But it's rewarding at the end of the day. So.
All right, well, come on, Facebook and Insta. I know you guys got some more questions out there. You want 200 loyalty points? Just drop a question.
Get those points while you can.
All right. Well, guys, I think that's going to just about do it for us here at Field State. Come on in, holla at your boy Ken, holla at your boy Brian.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to sign off. Thanks, Field State fam.
All right,
Woo!
catch y'all later.